Hello, future sophomore class. I'm Tim Anderson, and I'm running for class governor. If I'm elected, I will focus on extracurricular activities, athletic programs, morale, team spirit, and confidence boosting, amongst things. I really think these are important as many students look at these as an escape from other things that cause stress or anxiety in one's life. I want people to go all out for spirit in sports. A little bit about myself is that I'm a neat communicator. I can work with people because of my skill to spark up conversations and get the job done. I also know some of the people running for the other positions, and I am certain that I can cooperate with them to execute what's important. Seeing everyone have a fantastic year is truly my goal, seeing how COVID delayed the beginning of our journey through high school. So June 3rd, submit your vote for me as sophomore class governor to be able to bounce back and have a stellar year. And as always, remember, class of 2024 is a win voting for Timmy Anderson.
Hey fellow Eagles, my name is Jules Costa and I'm running for sophomore lieutenant governor. Since I'm new to El Segundo, many of you don't know me, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so you can get to know me and choose whether to vote for me. Here are some words that describe me: enthusiastic, hardworking, energetic, conscientious, friendly, approachable, and a good listener. In addition, athlete also describes me. My main sport is soccer, but I also play basketball, volleyball, and softball. I've been playing soccer since I was 5, and this year I played on the El Segundo High School team. As for why I would be a good addition to ASB, I was a part of both my elementary and middle school leadership teams before I came to Gendo. I love helping and meeting new people, so if you see me around campus, please come up and say hi. I would love to meet you and answer any questions you have. And remember, don't be fools, vote for George.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Early, and I would like to be your sophomore lieutenant governor. Next year, I will help our school to become a better place for our students. This year has been hard on us all, at home and at school, and it's my goal to help all students to have a better time next year. As your lieutenant governor, my goal will be to plan activities to help relieve stress from our students. Knowing that as a whole, COVID has put a large strain on the student body, making school much harder. As your lieutenant governor, listening to my fellow peers will be an important way to better our school. High school is a major part of our lives, and it's our choice on what we do with it. Whether you plan on becoming a politician, a mathematician, an actor, or any of the thousands of possible careers that are available to us. Your ideas and voices are important, and they matter. Your voice should and will be heard. As you know, high school should be special and something to remember. We should have memories of football, baseball, softball, and other games, dances, pep rallies, track meets, plays, concerts, and homecomings. As freshmen, because of COVID, we missed a lot of that. But I want to help us make up for the lost time and work my hardest for all of us to have an amazing sophomore year and beyond. Don't forget to vote early for Jonathan Early.
Class of 2024, look no further. I present to you the newest device, the RPad, also known as Rose Padlipski, for your sophomore lieutenant governor. As a current member of ASB, I know that the RPad is the right choice for you. Are you tired of not having school events due to the pandemic? Were you bummed out when you weren't aware of an event? Do you wish you were more connected with our class? Well, the RPad can solve all of this for you and more. The RPad has an amazing app that helps plan this year's school events, as well as an app called FaceTime to help you stay connected with our class. RPad utilizes Instagram and messaging to let the entire class know what events are upcoming and how you can help. The RPad frequently takes in feedback and updates its software to fit the needs of everyone. Starting fall of 2021, the RPad becomes available as long as you remember to vote RPad or Rose Padlipski for your sophomore lieutenant governor. Side effects may include happier class, well-established government, class pride, great homecoming float, and well-informed student body.
What's up, Eagles? I'm Mateo Heredia, and I want to be your 10th grade secretary-treasurer. I said to Money, "You're just a piece of paper." Money smiled and said, "Of course I'm just a piece of paper, but I haven't seen a dustbin yet in my life." The quote above demonstrates how important money is in today's world, but more important than money is generation and management. As you must have guessed, I am running for the post of treasurer. The next question that might come to your mind is, Why me? I believe that I fit to hold this position for various reasons. A treasurer needs to be responsible since they are managing funds. I take my work very seriously, and I am responsible since I know one cannot achieve success without responsibility. A treasurer also needs to be organized. We all know it's difficult to pass through high school if we don't organize ourselves. The organization skills that I've developed will help me in doing the job accurately. Last but not least, a treasurer needs to be excellent in numbers. Math is one of my core strengths, and I am in love with numbers. As treasurer, I want to change fundraisers into fundraisers. I have numerous ideas about how to raise funds for the school while incorporating the idea of fun so that we can all participate in the event. Some of the ideas that I have include having movie days, dances, fundraisers, and student-teacher competitions. For lunchtime, my ideas include things like fun game time and DJ music. I will also put suggestion boxes to know your opinion on the fundraisers and also to incorporate your ideas in the new events. There's an old saying which states that life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but only spend it once. We will pass through high school only once. We will only be in 10th grade once. I will try my very best to ensure that school be a place where you feel like you would love to go back to and where all students feel welcome and included. If elected Secretary Treasurer, I can assure you that you can count on me. Bank on me, Mateo Heredia. I'll treasure your vote.
Hey Eagles, class of 2024, I am Haley Wants and I am running for Sophomore Secretary Treasurer. Just like all of you, this is not how I expected our freshman year to be. Although I am very thankful that we were able to participate in some school activities, join sports teams, participate in spirit days, and have the option to return to campus, we still missed out on many traditional high school experiences. The events we were able to participate in helps me feel more connected to the high school experience and has helped me look forward to really engaging with other Eagles during our sophomore year. It has also helped me realize that we can't take any time for granted and need to enjoy our remaining high school years to the fullest. Even with our limited experiences this year, I have been committed to school activities and our class as freshman secretary treasurer. I have enjoyed meeting new people and getting to know my classmates from different middle schools. I look forward to getting to know everyone in the class of 2024 when we fully return to campus. This will allow me to be sure we are all truly represented in ASB and that we plan school activities that would be of interest to our class. As your Secretary Treasurer for sophomore year, I will continue to use my creativity, school spirit, and organizational skills to be sure our class has opportunities to be involved, connected with one another, and truly soar as an eagle. Therefore, just remember, vote for Haley, repping class of 24 on the daily.
Take 37. What's up, everyone? It's that time of the year again. Time for more ASB Speeches. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. We're finally here, and it's almost senior year. But for the first time, these speeches aren't just for our class, but for the whole school. So to the freshmen and sophomores, hey, I'm Zane Sant, and this past year, I've had the privilege to serve our junior class as governor, as we've redefined our roles in class and school activities. I vividly remember my freshman year of high school, walking through the halls and trying to find my classes. It's crazy to think that next year there will be sophomores who have never opened their lockers. This past year was a test in our adaptability, the radical changes we're all forced to make. Going back should be easy, but it's not. No one is mentioning how many adaptations we had to make to return to school. For me, at least, these past 3 months have been a hard transition back to a day-to-day life that now feels like a distant memory. But this speech and my campaign isn't about this past year or the trials and tribulations we've had to overcome. It's about this next one. It's almost summer vacation, and with it brings the hope that these 3 months will allow us to return with a greater opportunity for a normal school year. In these past 3 years in ASB, I have learned so much watching everyone work to make our high school experience a little bit better. Now that we are focused on reopening, there are so many events and memories to be made up for. I'm hoping that together, we can fill next year with as many missed opportunities to enjoy the times we have together now. For the first time in a crazy year, the future looks bright. As president, I will make it my mission to bring back a sense of normalcy and school culture as we work together to make next year great. Thank you. Let's go.
Hey Eagles, I'm Jack Stoker and I'm running for your ASB president. My goal is simple. Let's make the next year of high school your favorite one. Let me tell you why I'm the best candidate to do just that. Most of you may be asking, how's this random guy gonna make my next year of high school the best? I have endless ideas of class competitions, school spirit days, and lunchtime events that promote the fun that you see in high school movies. Just to name one, only some of you have gotten to experience our dodgeball tournament that we have every single year, which will 100% be happening next year. I want to plan weekly activities for the student body to get together and just have fun. I want to be your president because I know that I'm the best candidate and I know that I can make a difference in your high school experience. I've got the experience and the skills to do the best job possible. I was the class governor for 2 in-school years and planned float bowling where the whole class came out and created memories we will never forget. We also ran the basketball snack bar, which if you ask anyone who bought from us, we sold some pretty bomb pops. Sorry if my dad joke offended anyone. But all jokes aside, while I was governor for those 2 years, we raised lots of money for the class while having lots of fun doing it. I am a hard worker and determined to make all clubs, activities, and sports feel the full support of the school and myself during their events. I am there to support and cheer you on. It is really important to me this next year to have lots of school spirit since we missed out on so much of it this last year. I want to make sure that every student feels welcome and included to go out and rep their school pride. Last year, I fell short of winning the race for junior governor, but I decided to stay in ASB and support the class officers because of how much I love ASB. Ever since I ran for freshman governor, I dreamed of the day where I would run for class president, and today is that day. When you vote for me, you vote for someone who loves the job, and I will put everything I have into it to make sure that every student has the best year possible. I hope that my contribution as your ASB president can make a difference in your life and high school experience. With that being said, don't be whack, vote for Jack, and go Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samari Sovzai and I want to be your next ASB Vice President. As we all know, El Segundo High School is often used as a set for some of our favorite movies. I often see the parallels between both our lives and these cinematic masterpieces. Both contain friendships, hardships, and especially plot twists. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but there was this thing called a pandemic that happened. I'd say that's the largest plot twist for all of us. So, while that cut my time short with you all this year, I am nothing if not dedicated towards making up for this lost time as your vice president. In this position, I want to create an environment where you all feel accepted and excited to be students at El Segundo High School. I am ready to take on this leadership role because my top priority is to uplift my peers so we can all thrive together as a united school. I cannot help but reminisce about our unity last year during the filming of the Lipped Up video. Those feelings of joy and school spirit, I still remember it clear as day, and I am dedicated towards bringing that energy back to our school next year. Now, underclassmen, I understand you may not have been here for the Lipped Up, and you may not know me very well, but let me assure you, I am a woman true to my word, and I am completely devoted towards ensuring that you receive those joyful moments you have yet to experience at El Segundo High School. And to my peers, my fellow upperclassmen, this will be our last year as high schoolers. If there is someone you can count on to make this the most memorable year you've ever had at ESHS, I guarantee you that someone is me. Because as the great Elle Woods once said, what, like it's hard? Let's regain the time we lost. Yoda said, do or do not, there is no try. I'm not gonna try to make next year the best we've ever had. I'm just gonna do it. Vote for the era of Samara Eagles. Bye.
Hey Eagles, my name is Sarah Kusero and I'm running for ASB Vice President. I've actually been thinking a lot about this speech and honestly it's been really difficult to write. I was saying to myself, how can these people get to know me and what I want for our school in a short little speech? But that's just it. I mean, some of you don't know me at all. So I thought I'd start off by telling you a little bit about me. My favorite color is blue, my favorite food is pasta, and oh, this is my dog. His name is Boots and he sleeps all the time. I wish I could live his life. So now that maybe you know me a little bit better, let's get into some of the more serious stuff. The big question is, why should you vote for me? Well, as your vice president, I would love to bring back some of the activities that we've missed out on this year. The most fun times in my high school experience were football games, float building, homecoming, and basically anything involving school spirit. I remember the first high school football game I went to as a freshman. I was standing in the student section with my friends, and to be honest, I was confused why everyone was standing, but I did it anyways. And when the team went out on the field and began playing, the kids I was standing around went crazy. There were so many different cheers and yelling, and it was just electric. I think that's the moment I knew how fun high school could be. You have to prioritize it along with your schoolwork, and don't let the time pass you by. I would really love for these events to make a comeback, especially for all the freshmen who haven't experienced these things at all. I want to make these events bigger and better than they ever were just for you guys. I think with a lot of energy and spirit within our ASB officers and class as a whole, we could pull that off and have an amazing year next year. So, with all that said, I would really appreciate your vote, and don't forget, Sarah Kay knows the way.
Hey Eagles, my name is Sophia Early and I'm running for ASB Treasurer. I've been at ASB for 3 years now. I've been a freshman representative, a co-commissioner of publicity and public relations, and a commissioner of community relations. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'm going to keep this short. Because this past year we missed so many fun activities such as prom, homecoming, Spirit Week, and even Tommy's Burgers, I want to make it my goal as ASB Treasurer to make next year as exciting as possible for our student body. As ASB Treasurer, I plan on aiding my fellow officers and classmates to create an entertaining and safe environment for all students as we continue our transition. I can't wait to help plan activities, both small and large, for next year, and I hope you all have an amazing summer. Thank you.
Hey Eagles, I'm Tommy Tishy, but what you might not know is I'm going to be the El Segundo ASB Secretary next year. I'm so excited to take on this upcoming school year in this new position, as there are so many things to do this year, which means that this upcoming school year will be packed with so much fun. Some roles I'm going to take on this upcoming school year is being a leader to our entire school body and assisting my fellow ASB officers and ESHS staff. What I look forward to next school year is being able to attend and accomplish the things we weren't able to do in the past year. After being an officer in ASB for 2 years, it made me excited to come back and support our class and work for my school for another year. Thank you, and go Eagles.